Yo, what's up guys, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today, finally, I'll be doing my first listen to Drippin's second mini album here called A Better Tomorrow. Now I know it's been quite some time, or a long time I should say, since Drippin has dropped their banger and a half song called Young Blood. You know what I'm saying? We got this young blood, we got this young blood. So good. I really loved how they topped themselves beyond nostalgia with their first comeback, of course, with Young Blood. But I also really wanted to do this first listen due to the fact that I more than thoroughly enjoyed doing that first listen at the time to Drippin's first mini album, Voyager. Every B-side hit, and what I mean by that is I loved how Drippin showcased a wide range upon their first mini album. Like, they utilized different genres, did different styles throughout each and every song, and I believed at the time that all B-sides, there was nothing lacking at all. And there was one particular B-side that I really loved, was Shine. I still listen to that B-side still to this date. But if that's the case, when it comes down to the second mini album, now we're talking. Okay, if that is the case, I'll be definitely continue to anticipate for their future releases. But aside from that, let's just get into this first listen, shall we? Alright, so the first song we have here is called A Better Tomorrow. I believe it is the intro track, of course, but let's go. Oh, the chimes there or something. Oh, the strings. Drums, percussion sounds. The 808 bass. Whoa! Oh! Like a woodwind instrument or flute in the back. Oh wow, what an intro track. I know it's just an intro track, sure, just an intro track, but every time when I listen to an intro track to any respective album, to a respective artist, it's really got me thinking, you know, how the intro track really connects with the title track. Does it connect at all, or is it more so of an intro track to the entire mini album or full album? In this case, it really works with their title track, Young Blood. What I was so fascinated about is how loud it ended up becoming, despite the sounds we were hearing initially with the percussion instruments, the string instruments, and such. And then when it came through with the 808 bass and such, and we got as well as just a blast of really everything in the mix, with the nature sounds in the back, was unlike anything I've heard, like I said. But it really works with their title track, Young Blood, I got to say. And Monotree, they always deliver. You know, the collective, the production team, Monotree, they always deliver. And the individuals coming from Monotree, of course. But let's just get into the next one, shall we? Alright, so the first song we have here is called Reach Out Your Hands. Now, I saw KZ in the mix in terms of the lyrics, but also, of course, Kim, Moon, and Space One in terms of the production side, and Space One on the arranging side for this song as well. Now, if y'all not familiar with Space One, that is completely fine, but I gotta say this right away. Space One has worked with huge artists in the past, such as 101 at the time, particular song. Also, Dreamcatcher in the really early days for a particular song. Stray Kids at the same time. Not too heavily with all those groups, just, here and there. But, one fellow Woollim artist slash group has to be Rocket Punch, and I could remember it vividly in my mind. So solo on the Red Punch album. So that got me curious. How is this song gonna hit? So let's just get into it. Oh, a little glitchy sound there. Wow. Just like anything I've heard from them in the past, which is good so far. Bit of that acoustic guitar strumming on our left side of our ears here. Oh, yup though here. I can hear more of that strumming of the acoustic guitar and the thumping sound. Picking up momentum. Woo! Junho. It's a hyup, just the light delivery. I love it so much. So beautiful. Whoa. Just the emotion that we're hearing, the yearning in their vocals, how they break their lines. Oh, Donghyun though, how he entered so aggressively. Alex. Hyup is killing his parts in this song. Like every time. Woo! Bit of that psychedelic guitar in the back. Oh, hold up. Strumming an acoustic guitar, a little bass guitar. Woo! Wow, the ad-libs, the power notes that I'm hearing. It works so well. And just how they deliver them in this kind of succession upon each other. Oh my. This possibly, upon first listen, might be my favorite B-side from Drippin today. No joke. Like, this could be, unless I'm gonna end up loving another song way more during this first listen later on, the other B-sides, of course. But I'm saying this right off the bat because Reach Out Your Hands, first things first, unlike anything I've heard from Drippin themselves, and by anyone else in the scene. Like, sure, we have heard Drippin utilize these certain elements in their other songs, same with other artists, but it's just done in a different way. It doesn't sound like a song that would come from their generation, you know what I'm saying? There's fourth gen B-sides that I've heard in the past during first listens and during on my own time, and they tend to not hit like this. This song, I love how emotionally captivating it is, but especially Hyup's part. Like, whoo, there's so many, like, I wouldn't say tropes, but there are tropes that really got me going in this song. But there's so many parts that contrast from other parts in the songs or sections just slightly to really elevate this song. And I'm saying that as we hear it from the start, and then we start hearing the momentum pick up with Hyup, the strumming of the acoustic guitar with the thumping sort of noise that's going on. And then we hear the aggressive rap come in, the certain rap verses, and then how some of these elements are done and mixed and mastered in a certain way. Okay, sometimes you hear a bit of the psychedelic guitar going on a bit, not too loud and all. Really, I love how they did a good mix of funk and pop in this particular song. So let me just break down some of the sections that I really loved. I mean, majority of the sections in this song. Like right from the start, before we transition into Hyup, like near here. Love an attitude though from each member. It starts to become a little bit more atmospheric when we get into Hyup's part. But then later on, when we get into the chorus, what an atmospheric like chorus that we've heard, okay? Like, come on, so good. 장읍. Oh, the notes that Jinho hits during his parts too. A little bit of the psychedelic guitar that I was talking about. More so on our left side. Like the key that they're singing this is quite high, but very doable for these boys. See, when it comes down to like these kind of tempoed songs, I'm never gonna know how the approach is gonna be taken up by the respective member in any group. But this is, again, I am being shook by Donghyun himself. Just how he approaches in all of Drippin's songs so far really surprised me. He really took it up a notch by really emphasizing his line and sort of taking an aggressive approach. And then the follow-up here was quite fascinating. Until Minseo, right? Back off each other. The little breakdown here with Alex, so beautiful. The slight drag there of beautiful was, it may not seem like it adds much, but it does add a lot, quite a bit, the nuances in this song, you know what I'm saying? And then later on here, I think about here, like right here. Yes, right here. This bridge though. We start hearing these string instruments in the back with the strumming of the acoustic guitar, but not as quickly as we've heard it the first time around with Hyup, you know, when the momentum picks up. It's slowed down a bit, okay? This part's even atmospheric as well. Woo! How Hyup comes through with his power notes. The ad-libs in this part. during Jino's part and then Changuk. And like I said, the yearning in their vocals works so well with the lyrics that I'm reading here. Reach out as if it to reach. This, I'm gonna say it also right now, this seems like a song that I will go back upon. It just has that quality to it. It's just that it factor, at least for me, when I listen to certain songs, if it has that it factor, I know it's gonna be one of those songs that I can look back upon, listen back upon, and it will be an ageless song that I've really grown to love. More specifically, you know, from second, third gen type groups, boy or girl group. But Reach Out Your Hands, wow. Possibly my favorite B-side to date by Drippin themselves. And I'm not surprised if they performed this already, but if they haven't, they should, because the song hits differently, and I love the emotion that's being conveyed in this song, and especially Hyup and the rap verses, of course, in this song. But let's just get into the next B-side now, shall we? Alright, so this next song is called Without You, and I saw Prism Filter. Now, Prism Filter is a production group that has worked with huge artists, including my ultimate girl group from S9, in case y'all didn't know. But they've also worked with newest W in the past, and also 17. So let's just get into it. Oh, the synths. Sounds like a way more brighter type of song compared to the previous one. Sort of these dripping sounds here. Yo. Ooh. The horns that we're hearing and the drum kit work, the hi-hats, so good. Yeonsong, hold up. Oh. Back to these dripping and these percussion sounds. So sweet sounding too in terms of their vocal delivery. Oh, just how they drag the you and without you. Without. Oh, Yeonsung killing his parts in this song. Oh my. That comboing there at the end, how it ended. Without You, now it makes sense. As I was bringing up, it makes sense why they performed this at their showcase. Without You, the letter U, of course. I gotta say right away, I mean, like, sure, last time we saw and heard Hyup pop off, but Yun Song really shined in this song. I'm pretty sure it was clear to y'all as well. Like, Yun Song, this sort of instrumental really fits Yun Sung's voice. Really, I gotta say that. I gotta admit that. His parts were so beautiful, and also adds so much to this very sweet, bright, refreshing song, I'd have to say, you know. And I'm saying that because the song sounds refreshing and sweet due to the percussion instruments that I'm hearing, the drum kit work, the horns that were added, these warm horns, not too you know, gigantic and really up front and in your face, but they're just there to really add more to the song and how it goes. But I really want to break down some parts, especially Yun Sung's parts. Let's just start from the beginning here. Really love the drip sort of sounds going on here with the guitar, the synths. Right off the bat, come on, right off the bat. Oh, it just caught me so off guard how he just came with this kind of approach. The light piano. Oh. And I love how we're hearing different tones by all the members. You know, you hear their lower notes and the higher notes that they hit in this song. I love how we're hearing, you know, their sort of range, you know, it just quite contrasting, and it adds so much to the song. It really does. And then Xiao Dangyeon. And then it really elevates when the horns come in more with Hyup here and his like higher approach in terms of tone. It's so good. And there's something important to say here. I gotta say it. I love how this song was done in a way that's worked around each and every member's parts. You know what I'm saying? The slight pause here before we get into the chorus, of course, and the brief moments where a member jumps in and enters in, and then like two of the members enter in, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? How this instrumental was worked around their vocals to really play with us at some points in the song. You know, it has its peaks. It really does. Without you. The hi-hat work in the back, right? Yun Song. I cannot get over his parts, really. I'm sorry, but Yun Song just, it's so clear and evident. This instrumental works so well with his voice. Okay, now second time listening to this part, I love the vocal layering at this part. The nuances too in this one as well in this song. Like, Oh, the little emphasis there, the layering there during his part right here, Dongyun's part in his short rap verses. And then later on, like right here, how he delivers the you know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean, how the instrumentals playing around all the members, including Yeonsung, right? How the bass is worked around the you, so good. And the dripping sounds too. And this time around, when Hyup enters in, more of that snare drum work around Hyup, and not only that, Dongyun comes in. So good. Without you. How they bring it like that at the end. Oh my goodness, Drippin. What am I gonna do as their songs just continue to surprise me and Drippin continues to top themselves? So far into this first listen, it seems like they've really topped their first mini album, but I'm gonna have to find out more into the next B-sides that we'll listen together. So let's just get into the next one, shall we? So this next one is called Firefly. Now, I'm not familiar with any of the individuals or the team behind this song, but I'll make sure to get familiar if I end up liking this song. So let's go. Oh. Oh, I'm melting right now just hearing this. Go so far. Oh. Oh, the piano there. Where's this going? Oh. Oh. Oh my, Mincio. So angelic like. And the piano work in this. Alex. afraid that my poor heart will hurt you. I just need you to be happy. That's all. Straight chills with Alex here. Angyan? Yes, Yeon-sung. Oh my. Woo. Oh, the ad-libs. Just hearing of the nights and the Firefly. Wow. Yeah, I think it's really clear already, even though I haven't gotten into the final B-side on this mini album. Drippin has topped themselves. It's really clear. It's really evident. Them utilizing different elements, different genres, and doing different kinds of deliveries in terms of their vocals and how they work off of each other is so beautiful and fascinating at the same time. Firefly here. As some of y'all may know, I'm a sucker for these kind of songs, slower in tempo songs, OSTs, ballads, you name it, pop ballads, and so on and so forth. But Firefly, first things first, I love the lyrics to Firefly, and I love how creative the production team or the individuals really came through with the sound of the night and the fireflies and so on and so forth, and how it was done so well with all the members' vocals. Really, let's go like about right here. Oh no, even before here, like come on. Unlike anything I've heard, but stylistically wise, sorry, this really reminds me of that some parts of the song, some sections really remind me of older gen boy group songs. Really, no cap, like really, I'm telling y'all, but with more of a slightly modern twist, especially in how the chorus goes in this song. So beautiful when some elements are taken back, and the delicate delivery by all the members here, so beautiful. And then a slight addition of the piano there going up and bit of a snare drum. Some electronic elements, but added with mostly we can hear the acoustic guitar. Definitely didn't expect it to go like this, but I dig it. I really do. And I get more used to it second time around it comes in. Just so heartwarming and comforting, the song. It's really, and I gotta say, it's really great to see Manseo shine in this song. And then let's get into like right here about. Just how Alex came in. Woo. Slight chills there, not gonna lie. I really had some. And I really love how we are able to really hone in and focus on their vocals in this particular song. How that power note pierces through the strings. I can imagine myself listening to this song on a summer night, just so beautiful. Let's just get into the final B-side now, and I'll wrap things up, give my final thoughts about this mini album. Alright, so the final song on this mini album is called Fate Here. As I was pulling this up, I noticed that they put out an MV to this song like about a week ago. So I may be missing out on something real good, and that they performed this at their showcase before. At their showcase, I should say. But let's go. Oh. Quite a bouncy instrumental at the start here. Oh! Bit of the shakers here. 정연. Okay, where are we going? Oh my goodness. Got me reminiscent of what Infinite has done in the past. Just how they're delivering their lines right now, and how this instrumental's going. Fly higher, higher, and higher. We'll do everything together. Oh, the uh-ohs. Oh, hold up. With the piano chords. Oh, hold up. Definitely some parts in this song with a modern twist in how the lines are being done. Fate. Be yourself. Wow. Oh my goodness. First things first, I love the hooks in the song. Super catchy. The melodies are memorable. And like I said, midway through or somewhere, got me reminiscent of what like Infinite has done stylistically in the past. How they drag their lines, how they deliver their lines. Not like the most song, not the type of song that most makes me most reminiscent of what Infinite does in terms of their sound. I mean, there's like Golden Child song, specific Golden Child songs that really remind me of sort of Infinite sort of sound, you know what I'm saying, and also like that second gen type of sound, as there are quite some modern elements to the song and certain interjections and phrases going on in this song. But really, I love Minseo's parts in this song. Yunsung back at it again. Alex, he really has such a unique voice. I mean, all of them really do base off of each other. You know, they have unique voices compared to each other. But let's go like right here. I just love how Donghyun is just so smooth with it here in his rap verses compared to the other B-sides that we've heard, and it really works with the style of song that they've done here. This certain part here got me reminiscent of that style, right? But the na is like, whoa, that really caught me a bit off guard, I'd have to say. This part though too, how they dragged it till the end. Get it, Yunsung. Back to Donghyun again. But as we go in further on into this song, right? Like right about here, I think. I was caught off of this sort of EDM buildup because we didn't hear this earlier on until now, and from this transitioning part from the bridge into the final chorus was, ooh, I love how it was a switch up here. Ad-libs, high notes that we're hearing here. It's a fate. Super catchy. It's a fate. How they bring it back together too. So yeah, I gotta say it right away to wrap things up. Drippin topped themselves completely. At least for me, they topped themselves with this second mini album as well. Not just their title track, but also in terms of their B-sides. What I am hearing right now, I love how they're not going towards sort of any sort of trend with their B-sides. This just seems already, even though it's their first comeback with their second mini album, it just seems like so quote unquote drippin', you know what I'm saying? It seems like they are quickly establishing their sound already, and I'm sure they'll completely do so in their third mini album or next release, of course. So yeah, I think I love how the song or album, I should say, starts with A Better Tomorrow, and then transitioning on to Young Blood. Reach Out Your Hands, still my favorite song or B-side on this mini album, right under Young Blood, of course, obviously. Without You was a journey and a half. Like, okay, I'm like, this album does this album get better? You know what I'm saying? I love how Without You really coming through, more so as we transition throughout the more of these songs. I love Yeonsung's part so much. Junho, Mincio at the end there with Fate, of course. Certain verses that I love in that particular song, and the bridge, quite different from what we've heard from Drippin' in the past, but I really digged the bridge in Without You. Firefly, though, hearing the sounds of the firefly and the night, sort of, it's sort of that campfire vibe, or going out late at night, sort of cool on a cool summer night type of vibe. It's just so beautiful, and the pre-chorus is really lovely into, of course, the chorus, and then we ended off with Fate. And this is what I've noticed, sort of the go-to thing with Golden Child and Drippin' is how they end their albums in a bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't end off with Firefly, but they ended on the succession of Fate, and I really love how Willem artists are doing that, particularly Drippin' and Golden Child. But with that being said, of course, Infinite has done that in the past as well. So I really loved how these songs were laid out as well, in this kind of linear fashion, and not in the usual way where they put the of course the slowest song at the end, you know what I'm saying? So I like how that's becoming more of a common thing in general these days in the K-pop scene. But y'all, let me know how you felt about Drippin's song here. Album here. You can let me know about your thoughts on each and every song. Sure, why not? But let me know your thoughts in general about their second mini album here, A Better Tomorrow. Do you have any particular favorite B-sides like me, like Reach Out Your Hands or not? And did this mini album top their first mini album for you as well? As I love connecting with y'all in the comment section down below, but be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe as well, as it helps out the channel so much, and just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Drippin', about Willem artists and such. Just a quick announcement though before I wrap things up. I'll be doing more videos to Willem artists and their live covers on their live channel, of course, that I've missed a lot now that it's summer break for me. But as I say throughout my videos, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. Please stay safe, promise me that, as it's crazy out there during these challenging times, and peace.